Contact School. Myself, Jayashree Trivedi, welcomes you all in online tutorial. We everyone know about that language is like an ocean. Without knowing the grammar, we can't write, we can't speak. How we converse? When we write anything about any topic, we need parts of speech to know. 4 parts of speech. For making a sentence, we need 8 parts of speech like noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, composition and interjection. Out of 8 parts, today we learn about nouns. So let's students, you all are ready to learn about nouns. Let's understand about nouns. There are 6 kinds of noun. Noun means naming words. Naming words of such a person, place, things or object is called noun. If we can't give a name, it will make a misunderstanding of that. So let's learn about noun. There are 6 parts of the noun. There are types of noun, we can say that. Kinds of noun, we can say that. Number 1 is common noun. Common means we find everything in a common, like chopstick, that is everywhere we can find. Book, that is everywhere we can find. Pen, fan, tube light, stand, mobile, everything that is common, that is called common noun. Common noun always in a plural forms too. We can chalk and use these chalks. We can use mobile and mobiles. We can use fan and fans. Another second is proper noun. Proper noun means the name which is given to a particular person, a particular place, a particular object. If I want to go in a river, which river I went? So I want to go in the river Ganga. I want to go in river Aji. I want to go in the river Nyari. So Nyari, Aji and Ganga is a particular name of the river. So we can say that it is proper noun. Same, the another place, the Taj Mahal, the Mount Everest, the Himalaya, the Girnar is a particular mountain, is a particular place. So we can say here we use proper noun. Proper noun always starting with the capital letters. And proper noun never in a plural form because it is only one and one. The another name of the noun is abstract noun. Abstract noun gives ideas or mental states. It gives emotions. Abstract nouns have a strong emotion, states of desire, states of idea that indicate a particular emotion. But abstract noun have particularly 2 parts. One is a countable abstract noun, another is uncountable abstract noun. Countable means when we count the ideas, when we count the emotions can't count. How much love you, how hate you, that is uncountable part. But how many ideas you have, that is countable part. I have 3 ideas for doing such project. I have 2 ideas for doing this project. So abstract noun can be in countable and can be in uncountable. Next, concrete noun. The another part of is concrete noun. Concrete noun that means when we use our 5 sense of organ. 5 senses means we can use eyes by seeing, we can use nose by smelling, we can use hand by touching, we can use nose by smelling and we can touch too. So when we can touch, we can see, when we can smell, when we can listen and when we can see. When the 5 organ sense are used, that is concrete noun. Let's understand more. And another, mass noun and material noun. Mass noun means all the nouns that we can count and that we can't count. Material nouns means floor. Floor means with floor. We can't count, but the bags of flour we can. So here 2 options are given in a material noun too. We can either say mass noun too. it is countable or it is uncountable. Bottles of milk we can't. We can count, but milk we can't count. Water we can't count. That is in uncountable bar. Petrol we can't count. But the gallons of petrol, gallons of kerosene, bags of rice, bags of wheat we count. So here in material noun we have two options: countable material noun or an uncountable material. And the last part, that is collective noun. A group of person, a group of things, a group of object or group of place collect in a one singular, that is called collective noun. Collective noun always one. Suppose for example a team of players, a group of students, a group of people, that is crowd, or a small group of people, that is mob. We can say that some students are coming in the office, that is class. But in a class is a singular form, but students are in a plural form. When plural form gather in a one particular place or one particular things or one particular ideas, that is collective noun. A team of players, a gang of robbers, a band of musicians, a group of class, a group of teachers, a bunch of keys, a bunch of grass. So many lots of collective noun we can understand very well. Let's understand properly. Nouns. What is noun? Naming words of people, animals, places, things or objects are called nouns. Kinds of noun. There are 6 kinds of noun. Common noun means boy, book, river. If I ask, one boy is coming from the class, who will come? All the boys come. But if I say Raj is coming, Jai is coming, that is a proper noun. The Taj is only one. The Ramayana is a holy book, only one. Gita is a particular name of the and particular name of the bookstore. Abstract noun shows feelings and ideas. Abstract noun can be two, countable and uncountable. Ideas, lies, bravery, love, hate. Same and concrete noun, we can use our 5 senses. We can touch, we can see, we can listen, we can smell, we can touch. Countable noun, pen, we can see, pen, we can touch. And taste, book, ice cream, we can taste, ice cream, we can see, ice cream, we can touch. So here 5 senses used. Uncountable noun of concrete noun, that is milk, we can see, milk we can touch, milk we can take, but milk when it is in mass, we can say it is uncountable noun. Gold, we all these things given, but it is in uncountable part. Same material noun have 2 parts, countable and uncountable. Countable parts means things which we can count, like pens, I have 6 pens, like chocolates, I have 3 chocolates, like spectacles, I have 2 pairs of spectacles. That is countable parts. Uncountable parts like water, petrol, diesel, oil, ghee, rice, grocery and flour. That is a part of uncountable part. And the last but not least, collective noun. The group of person, the group of thing, the group of object, when gathered in one place, that is called collective noun. Flock of sheep, when all the sheep are in a one place, we can say that it is a flock of sheep. Band, when all the musicians like rhythmists, drummers, piano artists, that is called band of musicians. Class, when all the students gather in a one particular place, it is called class. Head of elephants. Elephants, when they are in the group, we can say head of elephants. Bunch of keys, bunch of grapes too. Bundle of pack, bundle of monies, bundle of rupees, pack of cards. So many collective nouns we can use here. Let's understand more. Let's explain one by one with the example. The first part of the noun is common noun. Common nouns are names given to every person or things of the same group or kind. Boys are all our boys, all our girls, books, fish, bottle, etc. words we can use in common noun. For proper noun are names of specific persons, things, objects or places. For example, Niti, Delhi, Titanic, Mount Everest. Mount Everest is a particular part of mountain. Titanic is a particular part of steamer. Delhi is a particular name of the city and Niti is a particular girl. Let's understand more now. Let's understand more by flowchart. Common noun have two parts. One is countable noun, one is uncountable noun. Countable noun means the noun refers to count that things can be counted, like pen, chocolates, books. That is the countable noun. Countable noun can be asked with only one word. How many pens you have? How many pens have you? I have 2 pens. I have 3 pens. How many eyes have you? I have 2 eyes. How many hands have you? I have 2 hands. How many ears have you? I have 2 ears. So when the things which can be counted, we use countable noun and always ask with how many. Another part of common noun, that is uncountable noun. Uncountable nouns refer to nouns that cannot be counted. For example, water. We can't count the particles of water. Oil. We can't count the oil per bag of oil, bags of oil, tin of the oil. We can. Ghee, petrol, etc. we can't count. The question of uncountable noun can be asked with how much ghee have you? For answer 2 kilograms, 500 grams, 250 grams, 100 grams. How much water in that bottle? We can say that 1 liters, 10 liters, 500 liters. More than we can say that. How much petrol you need for your scooter? We can say that give 2 liters petrol, give 5 liters petrol, give 1 liters petrol. So, when the uncountable noun, most probably liquid and solid things are in a much, that we use how much. The another part of the countable noun is two, abstract noun and concrete noun. And the another part of uncountable noun is only two, concrete noun and abstract noun. Abstract noun and concrete noun can be countable too and can be uncountable too. Let's understand how abstract noun use and how concrete noun use. Let's understand abstract nouns and concrete nouns. Abstract nouns are names of qualities, states, emotions, concepts or ideas. It can be in a countable, it can be in uncountable too. How we make abstract noun? Verb with noun, adjective with noun. We can add in by suffix, we can make abstract noun. That is, we understand later. For example, kindness, love, how our mother loves us, that we can't count. How the person given kindness to me, that we can't now. How I hate my friend, how sympathy with that old lady, that we can't count. How much fear I have in the darkness, when whole darkness is there, we can't go there. The fear that we can't count. Anger, how much anger I have to you, that we can't count. 5 kilograms anger of you, 500 gram anger of you. Bravery, how Ashoka was bravery, fight the battle. Bravery we can't count. Enjoyment, we enjoyed a lot. A lot means lots of enjoyment we have, but we can't count the enjoyment. Cruelty, how the person have cruelty, that etc. words are uncountable abstract nouns. Name the most important concrete nouns. Concrete nouns means concrete nouns refers to things which we can feel through the five senses like taste, see, touch, smell, listen. Not possible all these five things in a one object, but most probably any one, two or three can be shown in any object. Like that, fish we can see, fish we can touch, fish we can taste or not. Then gulab jamun we can see, gulab jamun we can touch, gulab jamun we can smell, gulab jamun we can enjoy. And book, then music we can listen, the announcement, radio, etc. are the concrete noun. Let's understand more about the collective noun. Let's understand collective noun properly. Collective nouns are names of a collection, group of people or things of the same kind. For example, here a blanks of players. When one player, we can say Sachin is playing the cricket, Rohit is playing the cricket. But when all the cricketers are playing cricket, we can say that a team of players, a school of fish. All the fish are together. Then a gang of robbers, band of musicians. All the musicians gathered in a same kind of band, that is called band. We can say orchestra too. A flock of sheep, flock yani crowd of people, mob of people, but when group of sheep are gathered in a particular place, we can say flock. Head of elephants, a pile of books, bunch of keys, then a bundle of sticks and knots, blanks. Colony of ants, colony of bees too, a litter of pea, a class of students, an army of soldiers, string, yani rope, dot, string of beads, or bouquet of flowers. So let's more practice. I hope you understand all nouns very much clear in that online tutorial. Hope you understand very well. Thank you.